Welcome back, guys, to another Fortnite video. And you might be reasoning why I deleted the other video, and there's many answers for that. First of all, it's like I tried those settings and I kept getting a lot of FPS lag, so I thought maybe I should make a better one. So for this one, I'm going to be discussing which really guaranteed to get the highest FPS with making your graphics look ultra realistic. Last time I was actually on DirectX Beta 12, DirectX 12, and it just didn't work out right. So yeah. So I really didn't think so. It was a good thing that I should have done. So for realistic graphics, first of all, my performance beta settings are probably gonna be this. Always for your performance beta and stuff, keep it to everything to epic and everything, and high meshes. Just makes everything look a little bit better, so if you have that PC, use that. So right now I'm using DirectX 11. So the first actual good settings you're gonna want to use are a couple of settings. First, head into a match and I'll show you what's a good one. DirectX Beta 12 beta is bad because, first of all, it takes like 10 years when on the loading screen. And I always find something bad about it, so yeah. And it has massive FPS drops, and I just don't find it comfortable seeing that. Because when I play on max graphics, what basically happens is everything looks fine, like no FPS loss. Like I haven't ever gotten an FPS loss with DirectX 11. So that's why I don't like 12. See, in like 0.5 seconds, any second now. See, it's gonna load. So right now I'm getting started 30 FPS. That's because I'm on max graphics and I'm gliding down. It takes a while for the PC to get used to it, so you just have to calm down. I'll go to 60 once I land. My screen recorder is pretty bad, but I'm seeing in 60 FPS. Well, you're seeing everything in 60 FPS because GeForce is letting us. Right now, it's really lucky, and you're also probably like, bro, this is like the worst graphics. Why would you use it? So first of all, if you're on PC, use DirectX 11 a little bit better. First of all, turn motion blur off. It just blurs up everything, and it's literally useless. First of all, use NVIDIA reflex low latency to on boost so that it reduces latency system and everything. Turn on latency markers. Now thread rendering, I prefer this for higher PCs, but usually keep it on so you won't get higher FPS loss. Latency flash, I don't really care. You can keep it on or you can keep it off. VSync, it's like garbage. The first thing with the settings you're gonna want to keep for this that are actually really good is your view distance. Keep it at 100. Shadows, I don't see a real difference between. See, already with a little bit of stuff, see my FPS came right back up. I don't see any difference between high and epic. Let me look at this, maybe if I put it. Gives a little bit more detail, but only if you look at it closely, you can see the real shadow detail and things in it. So first of all, it's gonna higher your FPS by a little easy bit if you put your shadows to high. My goal here is to make sure you guys see it perfectly with good looking graphics. So the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna put anti-aliasing to high. Medium I recommend for a little bit lower end PCs. But I usually recommend to always make them look realistic, so you keep it at high. Then the next one is bright textures. Keep that at high. I don't see any real big difference between how it looks like than regular and everything, so I don't see a massive difference between how it looks. So I think everything looks fine. So textures, keep it at high, higher than FPS. And then finally, keep your effect at the epic. It just looks way nicer and it looks more realistic. So the next one is the last one. Put this post-processing to the lowest. I see differences a little bit at times with it, but it definitely improves and makes it a stable 60 FPS. So yeah, at times you'll have FPS lag, but hopefully it's not too bad. It won't stay that long. It definitely won't be so laggy like I did so when I drop in. So you're getting a solid 60 FPS, and that's pretty good. So if you're on GeForce, you can only have to see up to 60. You can't see more. So that's pretty good FPS. That's nice. So those are my recommended settings. I do recommend, if you have a little bit of a lower end PC that's able to like put up those graphics, just put it to high or low or medium. You also get your RTX here too, the wall and everything, really reflects everything. This is just latency lag, so it's not much big of a difference. So overall, I think these graphics are a big winner. Sometimes I can see it losing a little bit of FPS, but that's like in-game, like using GeForce. So everything looks pretty nice, and it looks beautiful, and it's the best graphics you could ever have. So yeah, I think this is it. There's no more graphics. Always put in a 360 in case it goes any higher. This is how it looks like in the lowest. I don't recommend it like that. Get such a higher FPS. And apply. You get around 200 FPS on this. It looks literally garbage. But when you're on performance, it looks you get even higher graphics. But of course, always these are my recommended settings. Shadows there, textures, and of course that is low. See, it looks way better. Now, if you like post-processing, it may lower it a bit, but set it to medium if you want it. again, 60 is good, and yeah. So it's your choice for multi-rendering. I prefer medium or low. Other than that, I think it's good. So yeah, these are my graphic recommended settings for ultra realistic looking graphics. Alright, so I'll see you in the next one.